Hello friends, this is Jasu Bakuhatsu, and this is not an LP or anything of the sort for Demon's Crest. This is just some random footage that I recorded to be the background for this little sort of vlog slash channel update that I'm doing here. So maybe just to sort of preface this, when I first started off with the whole LP thing, I sort of did it with the goal in mind of becoming better at speaking and just sort of talking in general, especially about, sort of topics of interest. And not just public speaking, mind you, but just like literally just speaking in general. I've had problems in sort of real life and my personal life with just sort of stuttering and stumbling over my words and just having a lot of difficulty sort of getting my thoughts out, either in public speaking situations or job interviews or just regular conversation type stuff. So LPing is sort of something that I got into to sort of help me get some practice with that. But another reason why I've gotten into LPing is just because, of course, I love video games, which is, I'm sure, the main reason why most people get into LPing. And towards that end, I sort of have a different sort of conflicting goal. I really want to, I have things that I want to say about these games, and I sort of care more about doing a good, for certain games at least, I care a lot about sort of doing the game justice and doing a good job of getting my points out there and giving you, the viewers, sort of an entertaining look at a game while also being kind of, educational and informative. That whole LP thing that I'm sure all you other LPers out there are trying to do as well. And that is sort of at odds with that other goal I mentioned of just sort of getting better at kind of speaking off the cuff about things. So I've sort of been progressing in kind of my style away from sort of those the kind of ad-libbing, blind play, off-the-cuff kind of nonsense like my early LPs. Like Zardion is a game I just kind of picked out of the blue so I could just talk over it and get some practice. I also have a lot of other LPs that I've sort of threw in the trash bin, basically, just because like I said, I'm not a very good speaker, and a lot of times when I sit down to try and do just a blind play of something, it's just complete trash and unwatchable. But since then, I've sort of started picking up games that I do care about, and that, like I mentioned, I want to do a good job of and to do justice to them. And towards that end, I tend to do especially with these last few LPs, I've been doing a lot more preparation and just putting a lot more work into my Let's Plays than I have in the past, which has been really good. I'm actually really happy with the way my last few series have turned out. Mega Man Unlimited, Sonic the Hedgehog, Rockin' Cats, which should be finished relatively soon. I'm really happy with the ways all those turned out, and I did do a lot of work and preparation in those. Rockin' Cats, I spent a lot of time scripting and sort of working out timings and stuff over the video. I spent a lot of time on that. I had a little page of notes and next to me with the Sonic video, and I sort of went back and re-recorded it when it didn't sort of go the way I wanted to the first time. So it's basically what I'm sort of getting at is that my LPs are taking a lot more work these days, which is good, and I'm happy with the way they're turning out, and I think they're getting better. But that other goal I've mentioned, that sort of getting better at speaking goal, has sort of fallen by the wayside. I don't really get that experience of just sort of ad-libbing and speaking off the cuff and those types of videos when I'm doing that much preparation and have a page of notes and all that to work with. And it's also slowed down the flow of content to the channel in general. I've really been wanting to be more consistent with my uploads and not have big long breaks where I just go on hiatus for weeks at a time. So towards both of those ends, from now on you're going to be seeing some more different types of content from me. I'm going to be doing more blind plays, I think, and sort of non-Let's Play content as well. I have a big backlog of games on my Steam and GOG accounts, where just a lot of games that I'm really interested in playing and would really like to get around to, and yeah, that just looked really interesting to me, and I think might make good fodder for, you know, kind of a blind play video where I just sort of play a game for the first time and talk about my thoughts on it and sort of explain and sort of learn to play it and give that experience to you guys. But at the same time, I also want to keep doing those sort of more preparation heavy sort of feature type LPs where I'm trying to be, where I'm doing a lot of preparation and doing my best to present the game to you in the most sort of educational and informative and entertaining way that I can. So I know that there are a lot of people out there who get sort of uptight about the meaning of Let's Play and what Let's Plays should or shouldn't be, and whether or not it's proper to call certain types of gaming content Let's Plays. And I'm sort of with the camp that's with the more rigid definition of Let's Play. I think it's good. I think it's better that Let's Play be sort of the strict something awful type definition of Let's Play, where it's where you're showing off a game with the goal of sort of giving a complete idea of what the game's about, showing off all your knowledge, doing a game that you're knowledgeable about, and sort of showing off that knowledge in a sort of semi-entertaining way if you can manage it. So from now on, any of those more effortful videos, stuff like Sonic, Rockin' Cats, Mega Man Unlimited, those kinds of videos where I do preparation and have notes and stuff, those will be labeled Let's Plays from now on. But when I do sort of the more blind, off-the-cuff, sort of rambly, stumbling nonsense, I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to call them yet. I want to brand them something else. Not just actually sort of maintain the purity of what Let's Play is and what it means is sort of subordinate to the other reason why I kind of want to call it something different, and that's that I just want you guys to be able to get a good idea just by looking at the title of the videos I put up, what sort of content you're in for. So yeah, from now on, my Let's Play content, you can expect much more, or I'll say quality content relative to the older stuff I was putting out, like the blind plays of, say, Zardion and Talking Time Brothers, and stuff like the Metroid video where I just decide to play a game out of the blue and decide to record myself talking over it because, hey, why not? Just, you know, the type of thing that takes no effort to do. Basically, low-effort content will be called something else, and sort of the try-hard, entertain and inform type content will be called Let's Play. So that's sort of what you can expect going on this channel in the future. In addition to that, I have not been putting up any Dota gameplay videos lately, and the reason for that is I'm putting the Dota content on hiatus for a little while, and the main reason for that is, frankly, just because I don't think the games that I post are any good. Not just the commentary and whatnot, but the games themselves. It's just, I feel that I don't have anything to offer in the Dota space at this point in terms of content. It's like, if you want like really educational, informative type stuff, you've got Purge, who can teach you how to play the game properly and how to play all the different heroes and that kind of things. Purge is really good for that. You've got people like Baumi, who just do like really sort of relaxed, sort of fun, goof-off type stuff. It's like Alan with his, I don't know what to call it, but Alan's a good guy too. Just there are a lot of content producers out there for Dota who have sort of their own different styles and different things to offer the Dota commentary space. And of course you've got all the shoutcasters and whatnot as well. I shouldn't have started listing people, because now there's going to be so many people that I left out. But and yeah, I just feel that I don't have anything to offer in that space just yet. I'm not good at the game. I'm definitely not very chilled out or laid back or anything like that. It's certainly not entertaining, I'm sure, to watch me just sort of sit there and be almost completely useless and contribute almost nothing in some of those Dota games. So it's just, I do want to keep putting out Dota content. I think I need to rethink my approach to Dota, and maybe that means just playing the game more off camera and getting better at it. and just practicing to the point that maybe I will be able to sort of have games worth watching and be able to play well occasionally and maybe learn enough to maybe sort of inform you guys about things, and as well as sort of getting that practice in with the sort of non-Let's Play game commentaries for other games I'll be doing, just sort of getting more practice in that way to get you better commentaries over my Dota games as well. So Dota content is on the back burner for the time being. I'm going to think about that some more and try and think of a way that I can keep doing Dota content, but actually make it sort of good and worth watching, basically. So yeah, once I figure out a way to do that, you'll start seeing some more Dota content on the channel. I believe that about covers it. Oh yeah, I think I might, in addition to sort of just the basically game commentary type stuff, I also have some ideas that I'd like to do for sort of non-LP blind sort of game commentary / review, sort of editorial type content that's not really in the traditional sort of LP blind play commentary type stuff. Like there's a series I kind of want to do on a few different game genres. There are some games that sort of don't lend themselves to the traditional LP format that I'd like to cover in kind of different ways, more of a traditional review editor or video editorial type stuff. So you might see some of that in the future. I'm still kind of mulling over how to go about doing that kind of stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you at the moment. Basically, what I want to get across is that you're going to be seeing a lot more different types of content from me in the future, and hopefully more content in general as well. I'd like to get back to that old pace of like 1 or 2 videos a day that I was at back in the heyday of the Super Talking Time Brothers days. But and yeah, mainly just going forward. If you don't like that sort of rambly, stumbling over my words type nonsense like the old LPs, then you can just ignore a lot of that other content and just stick with my videos and series that are actually labeled as Let's Play, because the Let's Plays will still be for me, relatively high quality content with a lot of preparation taken towards presenting you guys to give you guys a sense of sort of the games that I like, and sort of teaching you guys about those games, things that I know about them, my opinions on them, and that kind of stuff. Which is, yeah, really the biggest reason what this channel is all about. There's that whole practice speaking thing, and you'll see a lot of that in the blind play type content coming up in the future. But yeah, the main thing, I do this because I love video games, and I have a lot of thoughts about them, and I like to share them with you guys. And as a sort of a secondary objective, I'd like to get better at sharing those types of thoughts in general. So that's all I've got for you for this update. And I'm well aware that I have next to 0 viewers on the channel at the moment, so this is mainly, frankly, this vlog is mainly for myself at this point, just because I know that if I say all this and I actually post it on YouTube, whether other people watch it or not, just on principle, I think I'll actually just sort of be forced to actually follow through with this for once, just by virtue of having put it out there on the internet, me saying that I'm going to do these things. So yeah, mainly putting this out there for myself as sort of a commitment to actually uphold these sort of plans and ideas that I have for the channel. So that's all I've got. There's still a few minutes left in this video. If you keep watching, I'll actually get a perfect fight against this guy. There's no particular special reason why I chose this game or to do this fight in particular. I just sort of picked it at random, honest. But yeah, keep watching this for that perfect fight that I'll eventually get if you want. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Later.